Hey everyone, Julie here, and today I'll be sharing a spread I made using this month's Cypress Grove documentary kit. The first thing I'm doing is choosing my cards for my page. I kept things pretty neutral card-wise since I hope to add pops of color later on in the spread. That pale blue Let's Do It card is one of my favorites from the kit. I love the brush script and I think it just looks really cool. Next, I've taken out those clear labels. I was super excited to see these, and I plan on doing some journaling on the bottom right-hand card using one of the labels. I'm also really loving those craft die cuts. I'm going to use them in the upper left-hand card. I end up switching them later, but you'll see. I also really love those stars. They're great for adding texture and dimension, and stars are always just great to add to anything all the time. Now I'm just going to type out some journaling strips on my typewriter and cut them out. Sometimes using typewriter journaling can be tedious, but I've never not been in love with the end result, so I just keep doing it. That bit of journaling will go over the silver stars, and I'm going to do some journaling in the bottom right-hand corner as well. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere the journaling to the bottom right-hand corner card. I'll go back and adhere the label later on. As you can see, I tend to jump around a lot on my pages. I don't really know why. Next, I'm working on the card with the craft die cuts. I get rid of the love, love, love die cut in favor of the flowers. There's something really fresh and delicate about using florals on winter pages. Maybe I just like the juxtaposition, or maybe I'm just really craving warmer weather, but either way, I like the way this card turns out with the journaling on top. So I'm just going to adhere everything and just cut off the excess on the ends. I really like the look of things going off the page, so I tend to do that a lot on my pages. I'm going to use the liquid adhesive to adhere that strip of journaling to the plastic stars. Again, I love the way this adds some dimension to the page and helps make the journaling pop. Now I'm adhering the label to the card. Since I don't want to be able to see the adhesive through the label, I'm going to apply the adhesive right wherever my journaling strips are. I really love those vellum stickers, so I'm going to go ahead and use them on the middle card to add some pops of color. I love the way the pale coral looks against the pale blue, and I'm going to go ahead and add a black sticker as well, just to tie in the black from the label on the bottom right-hand card. So if you follow me on Instagram or YouTube, you know I'm a big fan of tiny stamps. They're a great way to add detail to spreads without having to try too hard, and I also love using the second impression to give a bit of a distressed look to the page. So I immediately went for the triple hearts in this month's stamp set. So I thought the top right photo was looking a little bare, and I struggled with that part a bit when I was putting this page together. I decided to add another plastic label and do some stamping on top of it. I'm going to use that sweet stamp, and then I'm going to go back with a moment stamp afterwards. My ink was a bit dry, so I just touched it up with a marker. And once I've decided on my placement, I'm just going to go in with my tiny attacher and staple it right onto the photo. And then I'm just going to cut off the excess label on the bottom. And as I mentioned earlier in this video, I want to add some pops of color to the page. And as I was going through the cards, I found this really nice striped card that matched perfectly with the hoodie in the bottom left-hand photo. So I just cut the card down and added behind some clear labels. I love cutting down cards because it's a great way to add details and layers without having to use other supplies. You can just use whatever you have and you know it's going to match the rest of your kit. I think it looks super cool peeking out from behind those clear labels. So I'm just going to stick down the rest of my journaling, and the page is pretty much done. And here are some shots of the finished page. I hope you enjoyed this video and you got some ideas on how to use your Cypress Grove kit for this month. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time.